Hello and welcome, Steno Slayers, on Sandra's stenography and shorthand dictation. And if you're hearing this on Anchor, welcome from Anchor too. Thank you so much. Anchor is my podcast, and you can always find Anchor on Anchor FM and all of the major players. Please be sure to join me over there where I will have exclusive content only for you on Anchor. Also, I'll be taking requests. If you have any requests, please put them in the comment section and I will be happy to make you an audio of the request. It will not be a video because those take too long. So I can make you an audio of anything that you would like me to make audio of. Just leave me a request in the comment of any video, something you like to hear, something you need to practice. Because if you need to practice it, I'm sure there are a million other people out there that need to practice it as well. So be aware of that. You can also find me on Blogger at Steno Slayers 24/7. And if you would like to donate, please hit the PayPal button on the landing page of my YouTube channel. And also cash out me at Steno Slayers 24/7. Christmas coming up. You guys, think about me, please. And all of the funds will go back into making great and awesome videos like I am doing now. I wish I could do this full time. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I've already done a video on this one at 120 words per minute. I sure did. And I've already uploaded that. That was a video I just did a few minutes ago. So I decided, why stop there tonight? Let me get one more video out for you. And this one won't be uploading until tomorrow. Okay, this one I decided, let's do this one since we've already done this at 100, 120. I'm thinking about, let's work backwards, 100, shall we? I will be reading 100 words per minute on jury charge. And I will be putting the extended versions of this because it is too long for me to read each and every one of these at the length that this is truly at. This is truly at 1,279 words. And this is just part one. So I will be putting the whole 1,279 words on the Anchor podcast at the different speeds. So if you need some endurance, you'll find it there. And that's Let's Write Steno. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe today. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Please, please, please. Okay. 100 words per minute on recovery attempt by Heir, jury charge. I love jury charge. Okay. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's write Steno. Members of the jury, it now becomes the duty of the court to charge you in the law that applies to this case. This is an action on behalf of Marion M. Johnson as the plaintiff against the American Life and Accident Insurance Company of Toledo, Ohio. The plaintiff, for her cause of action against the defendant, sets out the corporate capacity of the defendant company, that its principal place of business is in Toledo, Ohio. For her first cause of action, the plaintiff says that she is the widow of Henry O. Johnson, who died in October 1995, and the owner of a parcel of real estate situated in the city of Columbus, Ohio. She further says that the estate of Henry O. Johnson was subsequently administered in the probate court of Lucas County, and that she, the plaintiff, was the sole heir. as she is now the owner of this particularly described piece of real estate. She further says that sometime prior to the 7th day of January 1993, at the request of Raymond Swanson, agent of the defendant company, her husband, the decedent, entered into an agreement with the defendant and other individuals whereby he loaned to the defendant certain promissory note executed and delivered to the defendant payable to the order of the defendant in the sum of $5,000 within 5 years after date. Said note was secured by a mortgage upon this real estate described, which mortgage was conditioned upon the payment of principal and interest if the note. Plaintiff says that this loan was made with the understanding that said note and mortgage was to be deposited with the superintendent of insurance of the state of Ohio in order that the defendant might comply with certain requirements demanded by the law of Ohio upon and of corporations of this character. Plaintiff further says that in consideration of the giving of this mortgage, defendant agreed that the note and mortgage would be returned to the plaintiff and canceled of record within 5 years of the date of the said note and on or before its maturity. Plaintiff says that it was the understanding of the parties as part of the consideration for said loan that said loan and mortgage was never to be enforced against plaintiff's husband or against the property, and the sole purpose of its execution was to permit the defendant, to begin business in the state of Ohio as a duly licensed company. Plaintiff further says that no consideration whatsoever, other than the promise of other individuals to loan similar notes, was furnished by the defendant for said note and mortgage. Plaintiff further says that the defendant has failed to cause to be released at said mortgage and mortgage, although demand has been made of the defendant, alleges that the superintendent of insurance will not cancel and surrender the note until the sum of $5,000 with interest has been paid, that there is therefore due from the plaintiff the sum of $5,000 with interest, which the plaintiff claims from the defendant. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like to be quiet for those coming up right behind me because I know when I write, I'm behind the speaker. So I need some time to catch up with the speaker when they finish talking. So I always like to be quiet just for case someone is coming up behind me and they need those couple of extra seconds just to get it down. Amazing, folks. That was at 100 words per minute, and it has certainly been nothing but a pleasure serving you this evening. I look forward to your requests in the future. And I also thank you so much for practicing over the summer, because if you're here, that means you're practicing. Never stop practicing, especially over the summer. People can get lazy, summer's here, everybody wants to go out, everybody wants to do things, but with the COVID, stay home, practice, and by January, let's see, this is August, September, October, November, December, January. That's 6 months from now. I promise you, you'll see nothing but glorious results from all of your dedication. So thank you so much. Have a great summer. And if I don't see you again, in case you don't practice anymore and you decide not to come over here, anyway, thank you so much for joining me this evening. Always love, peace, and steno, and be blessed, everyone. And most of all, be safe.